Welcome to Country Fried Cryptid. Today our hosts, Carly and Ben.
Oh wow, damn, look at that gate.
Oh, it's so decrepit.
Return to St. Paul's Episcopal Church in Augusta, Georgia, which is believed to have a cemetery filled with restless spirits.
This was actually the first cemetery in Augusta. So many of the people that were originally buried here were not necessarily Episcopalian. This was the city cemetery.
Being the oldest cemetery in Augusta, it is home to many past Southerners, both remembered and lost to history.
We have a situation in which graves were known, but now the grave markers have been destroyed.
Legend has it that George Steptoe Washington, nephew of our founding father, and Ambrose Gordon, grandfather of the founder of the Girl Scouts of America, protect this sacred place. Visitors have reported feeling the weight of the dead when they enter the front gates, and occasionally seeing darting shadows and misty visions of those who have passed on. Is St. Paul's Episcopal Church cemetery actually haunted? We have invited psychic medium Heather Posey Ware to commune with those laid to rest here. Immediately, Heather feels a presence.
So I'm not sure who we're speaking to. A man with a mustache, kind of a thick mustache. And he's got like a walking stick or a cane, but he didn't actually need to use it to walk. He just had it as like a regal prop. This was feels like a aristocratic type guy. You have a name, and that just feels like Charles. Why did you come? Because I'm the best voice for this occasion. He's like the watchman here. He's the ghost in charge. I stay around these premises. Sometimes it can be lonely here, walking amongst you guys. No one can see me. I take my cane and I rap the walls. They hear me. They do hear me. He's taking out a pocket watch. What are you looking at the time for? There are more? There are more who want to say something? He's going to let the other ones in if that's okay. He just wanted to be the first one to speak tonight.
Heather next attempted to contact Ambrose Gordon, but was swiftly pulled in a different direction. Another spirit wished to speak with her.
I see a young white male who is poor. Let me see if I can get his name. Bobby. And he's saying that he helped build the church. He takes a lot of pride in parts of it that are original about that still standing. And he just may be talking about how well they built the structure for like nothing, like pennies a day. He considers himself to be a watcher over of this building, the actual structural part of the building. Some people have sensed me, but no one has allowed me to speak. Some people have felt me, but no one has spoken for me yet. This is the first time. They do hear me from time to time. They might hear me calling out to my buddies. Like I see a pulley system even to like get the things up there that they needed. And lots of like men like shouting at each other for like instructions. Go, take it that way. Okay, put it down. Maybe people just aren't aware of it. Maybe they think that it's just someone behind them talking and they just look around and there's no one there, but it's him. He says he passed away of heat exhaustion. He says his ancestors were from like maybe Scotland or Ireland and they just weren't built for the heat. While it was under construction, this guy was working here and he just keeled over. Like he was so poor he didn't have a lot of food or hydration. So he says, you guys are still doing it. You're still in the same, what do you call that now? Rat race that I was in? You're still in that same block where there's this difference between the haves and the have-nots. Some people get paid pennies a day and some people make millions. And what is fair about that? Must we all die young only toiling the whole time. He has a rope in his hand and he's throwing the rope down to us. And he's asking us to grab hold of the rope and be lifted out of the rat race. Okay, bye, Bobby.
We were curious about an Irish Scotsman constructing St. Paul's, so we decided to consult church historian Susan Yarborough.
The original was built in 1749. Georgia did not become a slave colony until 1750. The original was not
built by
by slaves.
poor white people.
But yeah, by poor white people.
Yeah.
The 1820 church, we haven't been able to establish that it was built by slaves, but it probably was.
He said we were built for the cold and not the heat.
That's very true, which is why they
Yeah.
wanted to establish slavery, the
Yeah.
Georgia summers.
Yeah.
With that mystery solved, we headed home.
Do you guys think the cemetery is haunted? Absolutely, but not with any negative energy, like not any dangerous hauntings. I feel like it's spiritually active, but I don't know if maybe haunted has a negative context, so in that way I wouldn't say that it was haunted. But there's definitely spirits there. I just don't feel like they wish any ill upon anybody.
It definitely feels like a charged place. It feels like there is life to it to some extent. I only got a sense of peace there.
There was such a good vibe to that place. You know, you go somewhere and you just have a feeling. The whole time, it might have been the people that we met, or just the fact that it was a nice, beautiful, nice weather day, but it just felt like a safe place to be, and it felt like a good place.
It is peaceful grounds. I could see someone wanting to haunt it because it is a nice place to rest and to spend one's time.
And yeah, the spirits were there, but I felt safe, very safe.
That makes a lot of sense to me, and we need spirits like him to watch over us.
Yeah.